Hello everyone, welcome back to the allotment. If you're new here, I'm Anthony. This is my family allotment that I've had for about 3 or 4 months now, and it's went from just being a bare bit of earth with a lot of rubble on to a bit still of a working process, as you can see behind us. We're getting there a bit, but I still have plenty to do. Today I've come up, I need a bit of a trim. I am going away soon, and the weeds were getting out of control. If you remember one of the other videos, the council said that obviously you need to keep on top of it and outside of it to make it easy accessible. It was, and they complained, so I'm just keeping on top of it to not get a complaint while I'm away. And with this combination of rain and sun, the weeds have just shot away. But I have done a bit down here and across. But today I have cleared the potatoes, the second earlies with the kids the other day, and I'm going to put some pumpkin in. I'm hoping they're still going to grow in time for Halloween, but that's going to be my first job to do. So there's the patch there, and I'm planning on putting them here, and my thinking is they're going to go that way to try and follow the sun. I'm assuming that's how they do it, because they seem to want to thingy out. So, and hopefully by the time they've started growing, I would have took these main crop potatoes down. They're nearly finished. I'm going to plant them about there. I did have some plate scour, like washing scourers, that I was going to put around them, and I have seen they work, but I really forgot them, haven't I? So I'm going to dig them in, if I can find something to dig in, because I forgot to bring a little shovel up too. Where's the kids' ones? And the best I could do was the kids' shovel. Right, so I'm probably going to put them around here. This is where the potatoes were, and obviously the ground's loosened up quite a lot from them. But the sun has started to dry it out. I've just got the two. The rest of them just didn't germinate. So I'm going to put them around here and hope they'll spread east to south. So the sun is going to be that side all the time. So I'm hoping they'll spread to that side. Got an alright root system. I was expecting it to be a bit better than that, but they have been on my kitchen windowsill for a while, which doesn't get too much sun, so I'm hoping moving them up here they'll get a bit more sun. It'll be a bit better for them. I'll put another one about here. There should be enough space between them. This is the thing about getting kids to get your potatoes up. I've just found a load now. I did have like 4 kids digging in this bed looking for potatoes, and my partner. Oh God, what the hell? There's snail eggs on that. That's being chopped. I need to ask a question as well. What do you do with your green potatoes? Do you put them in the compost, or will they just start growing away and you'll have potatoes in your compost next year? Or do you just bin them? Because I'm not sure what to do with them, the ones I can't use in the house. Right, I'm still finding potatoes. So this video wasn't going to be potato harvest, but it's turned into one. I don't want these growing next year in here, because I think next year I'll probably have my onions in here, or garlic. Sorry, I'm attacking loads of worms as well. Right, looks potato free, he says. Get rid of that slug. Right, there. I did have them pads where I was going to put them around to stop the slugs, but they've seemed to have left them alone in the house, back in the back garden. So I'm chancing me luck on here. They're in the open, so I'm hoping the slugs won't bother them as much with them having a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, I think that's enough space between them and enough room to let them grow on that way when the potatoes eventually get pulled up. Another thing I wanted to show you was my beans. My dwarf French beans. We planted them. Crystal and Sophie done that about 2 weeks ago. They have germinated, but slugs, my nemesis this year. So you can see that one's just stripped. That one I'm hoping will continue. We've got a fresh one. And you've got a fresh one there. And even that, the poor thing's just got decapitated. This bed is, I've done the no dig and it's fully complete of weeds already. You can see them all sprouting up, and I have a feeling they were in the compost. But another thing I've been seeing is this. And what can this be? You can see it's, now I can't tell if that's poo or not. See, to me that's poo with beetles. Does that look like beetles to you in poo? But it's something's digging. You see it there. And where else? Here. Here. There. Here. I'm not seeing it anywhere else, but at first I thought it has to be birds trying to get the bean peas out, the seeds. But then that bit, the one bed's got spinach and a bit of leek in it, and beetroot. Another one where they're digging, it's at the carrot seeds. To me, something's not going to be doing, a bird isn't going to be doing that much damage, but then that's the first time I've noticed that poo, that has to be poo as well. So what the hell can that be? Something doing large poos. You can see this beetle shell in it, and it's attacking various crops. I'm very confused about it. If it looks familiar to us, do let us know in the comments. In case I do need to put traps up, maybe for the birds, scare them off, like some wind chimes or the CDs hanging down. But I really wanted them French beans, and I've got, there's only about 3 of them that may take off. Broad beans are doing brilliantly, I think. I mean, they're starting to flower. Just seen a bee visiting there, but they're covered in flies. Now, are these black flies that appear, or is that something else? But as I'm looking through, all you can see is just little flies around them. None of my other plants, but these ones, and there's just thousands of them. You can see them all over. But they're starting to flower, but I feel like they're a bit too small to be flowering. Now, is this something I'd be worried about? I'm trying to see if there's... That looks black fly there. That one's getting attacked. And there's a lot of white cabbage butterfly knotting about in that bed. They're all seem to be hovering around them nettles there, which I'm hoping they'll keep off and go to them nettles and not eat anything else. Now, the caterpillars. They are flowering. Hopefully I can get some beans off them this year. It's just my bloody luck, like I say, the potatoes are the ones that seem to be doing the best. Well, that and my nasturtiums, as you can see from that bed. I did buy dwarf ones, hoping they wouldn't be as big, but they just seem to be trailing off, which I'm going to have to take some of that off, because that is my carrots along there. I don't know how much, well, they will affect it. So I'm going to take them a bit of it out, just so my carrots can actually grow along there. As if you look, we are getting my spring onion, carrots that have germinated well, and spring onion, but is getting covered by this plant. As it's just overtook, even you can see underneath, it's just overtaking the bed. So I think I'm going to have to take some of it, just control it a bit. I was expecting them just to stay like that. That's perfect size. These ones have just went monsters and took over. I think that's my next job, is to clear this bed a bit. So I think I'm just going to stop them spreading as much. I'm happy with them up to a certain point. I don't think it's going to kill the plant. So I'm just going to snap. I forgot my snips. I really need a bag to just bring up, to bring all my stuff in. I didn't realise how much this plant spread. This one's right in my potatoes. Look at that. Right in my potatoes. I do love the smell of these. That reminds me of my childhood, because a friend's parent had them in the garden, and this is what we used to feed with caterpillars. Or we used to find them on the caterpillars on them. So we used to have a bottle in the kitchen above the fridge, and used to keep the caterpillars there, and used to go out and feed them from this neighbour's garden. Which say we ain't bother, you know, nasturtiums grow loads. But anyone else do that? Have a little collection of butterflies, caterpillars. Well, that's a big spider. Right, I'm going to leave it growing this way, because this way it's fine. But when it's going into the bed, I am going to reduce it a bit. Oh, I'm just thinking of it more from the compost pile as well. Oh, I'll whack this in the compost bin. It is coming along. I need to turn it as well while I do this. Actually, I'll leave that until I do my spinach. Right, so there we go. That's given my carrots what have survived this digging of whatever the hell that was. Try and even out the soil. Hopefully they'll survive. My spring onion should be alright there. Should be. And then them carrots are doing alright. I think they'll be fine. Just need the water. Third bed now. My spinach. Jess is loving our spinach. But with this burst of heat, it is bolting, unfortunately. So, as you can see, starting to get the flowers on it now. So I'm just going to rip this all out. And I have some spinach beet perpetual spinach, which what I've read into, it is hard. Yeah, it's not going to bolt as easy. So with this weather, I think I'm going to take this out, pop a row of that spinach in. So I'm going to rip all this out. It does meant to go a bit bitter when it bolts, I think, so take them all out. Let's pop that away. That's for the compost. Looking in this bed, there's not much of that pak choi is germinated in here. I'm seeing one, maybe two, and the worms. You're gonna have to tell us how this sound is now, because my tripod just fell over and my microphone has just fallen on the floor and come out of its casing. So I'm hoping it's still working. Right, spinach. This time we're going to do it properly. Rows, so I know where it is. Just on a row there. Hopefully that'll take off. But as you can see, my beetroot, I've been waiting for this for months and months. It's finally starting to swell. A little bit on the other ones, not seen it on any others, but I'm sure that was a one I direct sowed as well. Could be wrong. And my leeks, I have no idea if they're even going to take off this year, but they're coming along a bit. But the bed that's been battling through it all is my sweet and turnip one. It just shot away all of a sudden. I still couldn't tell you which is which. Now I want to look at the base, if I can see anything growing or not. Jesus, the flies. And just butterflies. Do they attack? I'm hoping not. But looking at the base, I'm not seeing anything that would give away what it is yet. I think they've got enough room to grow. I can't just pull ones up when I need. especially the turnip. Oh, I tell you what, it's a hot one that day. 11 o'clock, I'm sweltering. So yeah, that bed's doing quite well. But it's going to probably take another month or so to see what the hell's actually grew. My peas are taken off a bit. And actually, there's some peas on them. We're getting a few. They're still not as big as I would like them to be. Ow, just netted myself. This thing they have attached on. But I was hoping for a bit more growth, but they seem to have been going to seed. I don't think it's been the best. The best, yeah, for planting the peas out. Obviously they were in the house and I think they were in the pots a bit too long. Go protect my beans, I can see butterflies hopping about them. But when I'm looking, we've got some beetroot, we've got some radish. And I harvest them to see a bit. Oh, what the hell's happened to that one? That one's just split open. I'm not sure what's happened to that one. Oh, another one for the compost. I'll take you. You've seemed to have managed. But everything else in here, well, that's not. Oh, that I thought that was a weed there. But look at the bottom. The radish. Getting a seed, I think. Oh, they're very prickly. Yeah, you can see some of them they haven't grown. That's the problem I've had this year. These haven't grown that much, and they're touching the floor, and the bugs are getting to them. So you can see quite a few have been ate on. So I'm just gonna have to take these for the compost as well. Tell you what, my compost bin's getting a feed in the day. There is several peas on it, but whether or not it can be taken is another question. For that dwarf green bed, I think what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put some broccoli in, 60-day rab, because I think the beans just aren't coming up. So I'm going to attempt sow a couple of them just to try and put something on the patch to try and get something grown. Because this bare, it's just attracting the weeds. So I want to plant some in, probably give it a row. Because there's definitely one side of it that's nothing's growing at all. It's next to the cardboard, so I'm wondering if the slugs are hiding under the cardboard coming up and then just eating whatever's in the bed. This side, it's got nothing on. It just hasn't seemed to have grown, so I'm going to pop these in. Pop a few more in then. Pop a few more in, hopefully something takes off in this bed and doesn't just die. There was literally a slug in the ground with that. I'm putting a few in because, well, the slugs this year are just winning. So I'm hoping the more put in, the less chance of slugs. And the more chance of actually being successful at growing something. Oh, I got two everywhere. Right, there we go, and I'm going to give everything water in. Okay, I've watered them. Now I'm going to be giving my sunflowers and them pumpkins a feed. Just wait for my water fill up. And with it being a heat wave soon, I'm going to put the lids on both my water tanks just to stop as much water evaporation as I can. That was my big thing. This year, before the allotment had started, I need to get water up in case it's sunny. I need to get water up for this year. I got water up, and what was it doing? Just rained and rained and rained. Oh, I am happy that I've managed. I mean, I've filled both barrels. It's 400 litres, just over. So I am happy about that. Let's hope it doesn't rain as much next year and it's a bit favourable to us gardeners. So I'm just going to feed these pumpkin and then go and feed me sunflowers as well. I'm hoping my pumpkins will do good this year, but we'll see. I think I've left it a bit too late. Now for my sunflowers. They're getting stronger, but they're still not huge. So I am hoping. I'm just going to keep giving them a feed and hopefully they'll get bigger and actually produce some flowers, because at the minute there's nothing there yet. And these were the Mongolian giant ones with the huge heads. So yeah, hopefully I'll put that back in. I'm not wasting anything. I know I put feed in there, but it's not going to hurt. I'll find them right. That's it for the watering. One lid, two lids. If it would fit on. Right, and one more thing. I know now, depending on when I edit this video, that I got a pond for my birthday. It's on Tuesday. I don't know when this video is coming out, but I will be getting the pond to pop in this. I'll be getting the pond to pop in this location here somewhere. So it's 80 centimeters length, I think about 30 depth, 60 across. Not massive, but it's a good. It's just one that you sink in, the plastic ones, not the covers. That's definitely what I wanted, is a wildlife bit, because I haven't seen many bees this year. I've seen some down there nasturtiums today, which is good. I like seeing them. You do get worried when you're not seeing them. But yeah, it'll probably be my next video, to be fair, is putting that pond in, depending on how hot it is, because it is a hot day. And it's quite a bit of digging I would need to do, so we will see. That I think will be the next big job on the plot, will be that bed, that pond. And then figuring out about doing another bed, because I've still got the compost for the bed. There's a cabbage butterfly around my turnip and sweet, it's distracting us. So that will be my next job. We'll be doing that pond, hopefully. Right, that is everything for today. Now, as usual, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.